Hey guys, welcome back to JavaScript series. In this video, we're going to talk about comments in JavaScript. So let's get started. Now, let's actually open Coca.js file. Now, for those who don't know about it, I talked about it in the environment setup lecture of this series. We're going to use this tool throughout the series. And this is gonna help us to directly execute the code inside the file itself. Now, for those who don't understand this, let me show you how it's gonna work. Now for that, we first of all need to press Command Shift P. That would open this, and here you can just say Coca.js new file, and then you select JavaScript from here, and that would open a new file over here where you can write your code. Let me copy this one and paste it over here. Let's go and write some code here. For example, I just say console log hi. So you can see when I do that, I see the output in the file itself, and I see it without executing the code. I'm writing the code, I'm getting the output there only. And that's basically why we're going to use Coca.js in today's videos. And that's why we're going to use Coca.js in this whole series. It would be very easy for me to explain the code like that. So yeah, that's basically the thing. Now let's start with the comments. Now comments are useful when you want to describe information about your code. So maybe you have written a code and you want other developers to understand it properly. Now let me give you an example. For example, now first of all, just I want to clear this out. This is a very simple line of code and anyone can understand what it does. So a comment that describes what this does is just not necessary at all, right? And so you should not write comments for obvious things. That's something I want to give as a disclaimer before I continue. I'm just gonna do it right now because that's the only thing we know right now in JavaScript. The only thing we know is how to console log, okay? And that's why I'm just gonna give examples on that only. But yeah, anyways, let's talk about it. So let's say I want to tell that, okay, what this line does. So I can just go and say like this line prints hi. Now I wrote this, but you can see I'm getting some issue. The issue I'm getting is semicolon expected. Now you might ask why this is happening. The reason why this is happening is JavaScript engine is right now confused. Why it is confused? It is confused because this file is for writing code. JavaScript file is a place where you write the code, and there you wrote something random, some random statement you wrote over there. And so JavaScript engine is thinking that this thing you wrote is a part of the code. But in reality, you know that it's not a part of the code. And that is where comments are helpful. You need to tell JavaScript engine, and you need to make it understand that the line of the code or multiple lines of code you're writing is not something that it should look upon, because it is something that is not a valid code, might be a valid code as well, but it doesn't matter. It should not execute that. It should not try to execute that. It should completely ignore that part of the code. And that's where comments are useful. Now in this case, let's actually convert this into a comment. Right now it's not a comment. You might think it's a comment, but for JavaScript engine, it's not. And so for writing a comment, let's see how we can do that. So this is a single line comment. Like this can be made a single line comment because it just spans one line. Now for single line comments, you have to first of all start the comment. Now to start the comment, you can just use 2 forward slashes, and wherever you write 2 forward slashes, after that, the whole line after that would convert into a comment. So you can write that same thing over here and this would work fine. This is a single line comment. Now one thing you can notice, 9th line has a single line comment which starts from here, but the 10th line has a line of code which is getting executed. The reason is very simple. Single line comment just spans one line, and there's no way to stop that comment over here. So I can't go and say that, okay, yeah, I want to stop it over here, right? I want to, let's say, stop it over here, and then after that everything else is code. It's not possible. If you start a single line comment, it would only end once the line ends. That is very important to understand. So yeah, that's about the single line comment. That's how you can write it. One more thing over here which you can do. So I can just go and say this and do something like this. Now, why this was possible? This was possible because you use a single line comment which starts from here. Because it starts from here, it would continue till end of this 10th 11th line, but anything before this forward slash would not be considered as a comment, and that is very important to understand. The comment, although single line comments looks like would span the whole line, but it's not necessarily true. In this case, it was spanning the whole line because it was starting from the start of the line, but it may or may not start from the start of the line. You can start it after writing some code, so it would start from there, and the part you have written before that would not be considered as a comment. That is a very important thing to understand. This is how you can write a single line comment. Now let's see how we can write a multi-line comment. Multi-line comments are easy. See, what you have to do, you have to just go and write some code. For example, I just go and say, hey, now I want to go and write a comment about this code. So what I can do, I can just start a multi-line comment. Now, in the same way we start a single line comment, we have to start a multi-line comment as well. So to start a multi-line comment, we need to give forward slash, and then we need to go and say star, asterisk, whatever you say. That is basically gonna give a multi-line comment. That is starting a multi-line comment. Now in this case, you can see I get an error. Why I am getting this error, I'm gonna tell you. But before that, you can see, because I started the comment, everything after that is considered as a comment. I can write like multiple lines over here. Okay, all of that is being considered as a comment. Now this is not a good thing, because anything you write after that would be considered as a comment. So to prevent this, you need to end this comment as well. To end this comment, you can give star or asterisk and forward slash. So you can see it starts from the star, it starts from this, ends at this. And this is also necessary, just not a problem. It's necessary to do that, otherwise you would get an error that it expects end of the comment as well. You can't just go and start a comment and never end it. It's not possible. Now, whatever you write between these two things would be considered as a comment, and this can span multiple lines as well. So, for example, if I do this, you can see this is a multi-line comment. Now, obviously, this is not spanning multiple lines, but still, the way in which you have written it is multi-line because you have used these things instead of these things. Now, what you can do, you can spread it across multiple lines. So you can do something like this: start of comment, end of comment, and then in between you can just say multi-line comment. So you can see that is all possible. You are able to do this properly. And yeah, that's basically about it. This is how you can write multi-line comments. One important thing over here, again, just like single line comments, as the comment is starting from here, everything before that won't be considered as a comment. And as the comment is ending over here, anything after this won't be considered as a comment. Okay. So what that means is that if I do something like this, hey there, and then I just print console log hi, and then again do end of comment, you can see this is all valid. This line basically comes out of comment because you started a comment from here and then ended over here. So after this, it's not a comment. But then after this, you started the another comment and ended over here. So this is a comment, and this is also a comment, but this is not a comment. So hopefully this is all clear. That's how you can write multi-line comments. Last thing is, it can also be used to disable part of the code. Now this is very important to understand. Let's say you were writing a code about something. Let's say you were like writing code for animating something on the screen, and you found 3 approaches. So you tried all of them together, and then you have to arrive on a final conclusion. Now what you can do, you can just write the first approach. You can write the code for the first approach. Then you go and remove that code, and then you write code for another approach, then remove that as well, and then write code for another approach. But let's say the last approach you wrote, after that when you tried to get on a conclusion, you understood that the first one was the most efficient, then what you would do? You would have to go and write that code again. Sure, you can use Control V if you have like, let's say, not closed VS Code or something like that. You can use that, but in all cases it might not be possible. And so that's where comments can again help. What you can do, you can comment the approach 1 while you're writing approach 2. Then you can comment approach 1 and approach 2 while you're writing approach 3. And that's where comments can help. And then when you come to a final conclusion, you can remove all these approaches and only keep the one you think is the correct one, and then just go and remove the comments over it, and it would be executed properly. And that is where comments are helpful. So basically, if I have this line over here, actually let me first of all write it, and then I'm going to show you. So if I go and say console log hello, you can see it's getting executed. But if I go and say that inside a multi-line comment, it's not getting executed. So even though the code is correct, it doesn't matter to JavaScript engine. If anything is inside the comment, it's gonna be ignored completely by the JavaScript engine. And that again, like, because it's a multi-line comment, so you can like write it on multiple lines, doesn't matter. All of these code lines are considered as a comment. Same you can do with single line comment as well, not a problem. So you can just go and say console log hey, and that won't be executed. So that's basically about disabling the code with comment, and hopefully you understood the purpose of it. Last thing, conclusion part. Is it actually good practice to use comments? Yes and no, both. That's what my opinion is. I've seen some places, I've seen some code where like I've seen like comments at multiple places in a code, and I've seen it at a lot of. Now final conclusion part. If comment now finally I want to give a conclusion on comments. Is it actually good to use comments or not? Now my answer to that question is yes and no, both. It depends. It basically depends on your use case. I have seen some code bases where people are writing comment on very obvious things, and that doesn't make any kind of sense. In this case, I was writing a comment on console log line. It doesn't make any kind of sense. It's too obvious to understand on your own. You can easily understand that, okay, this is printing high. You don't need to explain about it to any developer. If anyone knows JavaScript, he can easily understand this. So my point over here is that only write comment when you think it's actually very important. I would actually go to an extent of saying that try to improve your code first. Maybe improve the readability of the code. At the end of the day, the purpose of comment is to make it more readable and more understandable. Maybe the way in which you have written the code is not the best way for explaining someone. It's not very clean, for example, and that's why you're giving a comment. Maybe that's the reason. So you should go back and look at your code again, try to improve it, and if it's not, and even after that, if you're not able to improve it at the in a way that you can ignore comments, then you can give a comment. Otherwise, you should not give it. That's my opinion on it. That's all I guess for this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. I would love to answer that. That's it. Bye.